Hi Chicsters, hi YouTube, it's Chi again from Supple Chic, and today's video is going to be a little bit of a different type of video. So I've been thinking about making these type of videos for a while, and I decided I would go ahead and do it. If you've been following my blog or even this channel for a long time, you know how much I love fashion, but I also believe in empowering girls and women alike. I feel like we can all learn from each other's experience, and so that is what this video is really about. So today's video is going to be the first of my 5 things I've learned series, and if you guys like it, if you embrace this, if you thumbs up this video, then I will do more of these. If you don't, then maybe I won't do as many, but or maybe I will, really, because I feel like there's so many things that I wish I knew when I was younger that I don't know, that I didn't know. And even though I'm not that old, I still feel like, you know, it's better to learn from other people's experience than to learn from your own. So the title of today's video is going to be 5 things I learned about growing up fat. So I have been overweight since I can remember. I remember I got really sick when I was a child. I think I was under 10. I had like pneumonia, typhoid. Some people thought I had malaria. So I got really sick, and while I was sick, one of the symptoms was that my mouth was covered in ulcers and sores, and basically I couldn't eat anything. I could only like drink, or like I couldn't, if the food had any kind of like acidic quality to it. So something like very mild, like custard or oatmeal, that's all I could like eat. That's all I could eat at that period of time. Even after, you know, I didn't have the typhoid and I didn't have the pneumonia, I still had the ulcers in my mouth. So what happened was that I got really skinny. And my mom was scared because I can't remember being that skinny, but everybody said like I look like, you know, those pictures of those, when they show you those clips of those starving kids, that's what I look like. So she would like give me, and I didn't have any appetite. So what she started doing is she started giving me like adult vitamins and things like that. So after that point of being deprived for so long of all the things I wanted to eat, I made up for that. Okay, so I ate and I ate and I ate and I ate, and I had an appetite and I ate. And I definitely matured really quickly. So by the time I was like 12, 13, like I looked like a full grown girl. Like I had boobies, you know, I had boobies and I had hips and I was thick. I mean, I know nowadays I see what teenagers look like, and some of these girls look very grown woman-like, but back then there weren't as many of us like that as they are now. Anyway, so I always stood out. I always felt like, and I was tall too, I always felt like the tallest and the biggest and chubbiest and the roundest and the everything-est of all of them all. So here are the 5 things I learned from going through just, you know, having a lot of self-doubt about myself, about my looks, about, you know, my body, and how I would obsess over like little things like stretch marks and, you know, uneven boobs and things like that that little girls stress about. Here are the 5 things that I learned. The first thing I've learned in my many years of being plus size and being a bigger girl is that no one is perfect. I know that I was, and that's why I'm so happy to be part of the plus size blogger community, just to show girls and to show girls and even to show women that it's okay to be what size that you are. We all want to be healthier. We all want to be healthier. I don't even want to say skinnier, because honestly I don't think I would look good as a size 2, but we all want to be healthier. But even if you are not, it's okay to be what you are at this one moment. You know, so that's why I'm proud to be part of that community, because I didn't see a lot of girls like me growing up. I thought I was like the freak in the group, and I'm sure that a lot of other kids go through this. I don't think it's like synonymous with being overweight, because I know skinny girls who have bulimia issues and anorexia issues, but I just felt like you know, that too many things were wrong with me. You know, I wasn't like the cute small little girl like all the other girls. I spent part of middle school in a private school, and most of the kids there were like upper class Spanish people, because this was in Texas. They were upper class Spanish people who thought they were white. I know, right? And they were all like cute and small and portable, and I was like the big thick black girl, the only one, by the way. after going through years of like self-doubt and just not being okay with myself and wanting to change myself and wanting to change myself and wishing I looked a certain way, I just realized after a certain age that no one's perfect. You know, people who are physically perfect work really hard for that, like models and not like, you know, fitness people and stars. They work really hard. They have dietitians and they have personal trainers and they are on meal plans and they do a lot to keep their figure, you know. And so if I really want to have that perfect figure, then I should be willing to make that sacrifice, and I'm just not right now, you know. So, you know, no one's perfect. You know, if it's not physically apparent that they're imperfect, somewhere they're imperfect, okay? So after learning that, you know, after learning that a lot of girls have uneven boobs and learning a lot of girls have stretch marks, and after having a child and now my stomach is covered in stretch marks, I don't even care about having stretch marks anymore, you know. And after learning that a lot of girls have hyperpigmentation, after learning all these things, I just stopped caring and stopped being so obsessed with perfection, because it's not real. No matter what it is that you think is wrong with you, you know, just know that there are thousands of people in the world who have those same similar issues, and just know that it's okay, because no one is perfect. All right, number 2, the second thing I've learned from being a bigger teen or overweight teen and growing up into being a bigger and overweight adult is that you have to lose weight for the right reasons. You have to lose weight for yourself. Oh my gosh. If you try to lose weight because you want a boy to like you, because you want your parents to get off your back, because you want to be socially accepted, because blah 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 blah, whatever those numbers are, you're gonna gain it back. Actually, studies have shown that if you've ever been fat, and I don't want to be depressing or anything, your body wants to stay fat. So even after you lose weight, you don't, people make the mistake of thinking, oh, when I lose weight, oh my god, I'm skinny, I can eat whatever I want. No, you can't. Actually, after you lose weight, your body actually tries to get fat again, which means that what you eat, everything you eat gets stored as fat instead of being burnt off like someone who is smaller or has a better metabolism. So, you know, you have to lose weight for yourself, and how you know you're doing it is because you're going to make lifestyle and habit changes that are going to not just be a fad diet. Oh, I'm gonna drink grape juice or lemon juice or whatever juice for 2 months and be skinny and then go back to eating burgers. No, honey, it's not gonna work. You're gonna have to make those lifestyle changes, and the only way you're gonna be able to stick to that is if you're doing it for yourself. Because the truth of the matter is, I've been big, I've been small, I've lost weight, I've gained weight, blah 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 blah. The world doesn't change that drastically, you know, because you're smaller. Maybe a few more guys will look at you, but here's what I think. I'd rather take quality over quantity, because this is one of the things that, you know, those girls that you see that all the boys want a date have to deal with. They have to sift through a lot. They have to sift through a lot of guys who want to date them just because they want some cute arm candy, guys who just want to date them so they can be the machoest guy in the world, guys who are a-holes. They have to sift through a lot of guys because they have so many guys coming towards them, versus when you're maybe not the skinniest girl, maybe you don't get picked all the time, but you know, when you do get picked, not all the time, let me be real, but at least when you do get picked, you know, the guy is confident and he's okay with himself and he's okay dating you. Now, this doesn't happen all the time, because I do know there's some guys who like big girls, but they don't want anybody to know, so they like make you feel bad about yourself. No, I'm talking about the guys who are secure in themselves and they want a woman not just because of what she physically looks like, although some guys do find girls who are bigger attractive, but because of everything else that she is. You know, your weight should not be all that you are. There should be more layers to you. Okay, so lose weight for yourself. That's number one goal. Not for mommy, not for the boyfriend, not for anybody else, but for yourself. The third thing I learned is not to let your size stop you. I know that when I was younger, oh my god, like there's so many things I could have done or would have done, and I just I would always, you know, think, oh, you know, because of my size, I can't do this. Oh, when I lose weight, I will finally take that trip to Miami and be in my bikini. No, you want to go to Miami right now. Go to Forever 21 Plus, order yourself a swimsuit and go. Go to Monique, get yourself. Gabby just dropped her new collection. Go get yourself a swimsuit and go to Miami. Enjoy yourself. Flaunt what you got, okay? Stop waiting for, you know, because I'm, oh, my weight, stop. Because, you know, by the time you know it, time is gonna pass you by and you're gonna and you may lose weight, but why should you give up those other moments just because of your weight? I just feel like weight is something that a lot of women use as a crutch. You know, they don't want to go out and live their dreams because of this weight thing. And honestly, that's not how you should live. You should live your life. Do not wait, okay? If they don't have it in H&M in your size, Simply Be got it in your size. Eloquii got it in your size. Forever 21 Plus got it in your size. Who else? H&M Plus got it in your size. Go online. Okay, if they don't wait till you're skinny to wear this outfit, because the truth of it is that you can make almost anything work if you know what your body looks like. If you know your body, if you know how to flatter it, how to style it, you can make almost any style work. That's why, again, I love my plus size blogger communities, because when they were like, oh, big girls can't wear crop tops, oh my god, how many big girls rolled up in crop tops? Now, don't get me wrong, there are some styles that are tricky on plus size bodies, and some people nailed it and some people didn't. But the fact is that people wore their crop tops and they did not let their size stop them. Okay, the next thing, the biggest thing I think that I really struggled with, and I know a lot of teenage girls struggle, a lot of women, a lot of younger girls struggle with, is internalizing others' insecurities. This happens a lot when it comes to the dating pool when you're a lot younger. The boys all want to go out with the it girls, the girls that every guy want to go out with, you know, the popular girls, the bays with the little waist and the big hips, you know. They all want to go out with those kind of girls, but you know, they don't want to go out with you because, you know, you're not one of them girls, right? And a lot of us girls, we like internalize that. Just because the boy doesn't like you does not mean that you're not worth it, that you're not beautiful, that you're not wonderful, that you're not a great person, that you don't have a lot to offer, that you don't have a purpose, and that you shouldn't have a passion. Okay, that's his insecurity. That's their insecurities, okay? Just because they don't want you on their team because, you know, they don't want to look a certain way. Because I get it, you know, especially when you're a lot younger, you want to find, everybody's trying to fit. Everybody's trying to fit in. You know, they don't want to be the ones that are standing out. And when you're plus size, it's easy to be the girl that's, you know, it's easy for the attention to come to you as the person that doesn't fit. So, you know, if a guy doesn't like you because he can't deal with the fact that you're a bigger girl, then that's his issue, not yours. And, you know, a lot of guys will think a girl is great, especially at that age, but because they don't want their friends to laugh at them and they don't want anybody to make fun of them, you know, they don't go for that girl. And like I said, it has nothing to do with you. Please do not internalize that. Please do not think, you know, that it's something wrong with you, or don't settle for someone that you don't want just because, you know, that person decides to give you some attention. Okay, if somebody has a problem with your weight, that's their problem, not yours. Do not internalize it. And the last tip I'm gonna give, which kind of piggybacks off of the other one, is stop looking for a mold to fit in. Okay, be you. That's my last tip. Be the best version of yourself. You know, be the flyest size 18, size 22, size 16, size 14. Be the flyest size whatever you are. Let your makeup be on fleek. Let your weave be laid. Let your outfit be put together to the T. Be the flyest version of yourself. Stop trying to fit in, you know, with anybody. Stop trying to, you know, be friends with girls that don't really respect you and don't really like you. Girls who consider you the fat friend. Stop. Be you. Be okay as you are. You know, it's almost counterintuitive when I say, you know, if you're the fat friend and you don't like it, then find other fat girls to be friends with, okay? That kind of, it's like I'm telling you to fit in with somewhere else. But my point is just stop. Don't try to, you know, force yourself to be something that you're not really. That's the point. That's the piece of advice I'm giving, because I find that, you know, what I've noticed about girls who are teenagers or women or girls or younger women that are fat is that they are either two types. They're actually maybe three. They're the funny type, the funny / loud type, or they're the passive kind of lonerish kind of you know, victim-y type. And stop being that. You don't have to be extra loud and extra funny, you know, just to be accepted. And you don't have to be a victim either just because you're bigger. I'm just saying, because I just feel like I always run across those two type of girls. And I just feel like a lot of girls kind of fall into that category growing up because of their weight. Don't be that. Be you. Okay, be you, be the best version of you. And if you want to lose weight for yourself, go ahead, do it, kill it. But if you don't, still kill it. All right, guys, before I get cussed out because this video is too long, let me know your thoughts on this video. How did you feel about the advice or the things that I've learned? Did you learn similar, have you been through, or have you learned similar things? If there's any advice or tips you want to leave in the comment, for girls who are struggling with their weight and struggling with confidence or feeling accepted, definitely leave them down below, because again, this is a community. You guys are my fam bam. This is a community here, and we can all uplift and we can all help each other. Of course, if you appreciated this video, if you got something out of it, or if you even just agree with the video, definitely hit the like button. As always, I am all over the internet. You can find me on Instagram. That's my favorite place to be. Follow me if you're not already following me there. The links to all of that will be in the description bar as always. Of course, subscribe for more videos. I make fashion, beauty, lifestyle type videos, and stay blessed. While I was, even, you know, I went to middle school in a I went to private for middle school. Part of my middle school, I spent part of